Welcome everyone. Success in its truest form is not something that can be chased or acquired through external means alone. We often look outside ourselves towards wealth, recognition, or status, believing that these are the markers of a successful life. However, the more we pursue these external validations, the more elusive they become. This is because success doesn't originate from the outside world. It's not about accumulating things or winning the approval of others. Rather, success is a reflection of the inner world you cultivate. When we talk about nurturing the right inner habits, we are talking about the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you consistently engage with. These are the invisible architects that shape your reality. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and scarcity, your actions will reflect these states, and consequently, the results you produce will mirror them. On the other hand, when your inner world is grounded in confidence, clarity, and a sense of abundance, your outer world will naturally align with these qualities. The world you experience is, in essence, a mirror of your inner state. Your thoughts shape your perception of reality, and your habits direct the actions you take within that reality. For example, someone with the habit of self-discipline and persistence is more likely to encounter opportunities and create successful outcomes than someone whose inner state is dominated by procrastination and self-doubt. In this way, success becomes less of a goal and more of a natural byproduct of the way you think, feel, and act. When you stop seeking external validation and start nurturing positive, growth-oriented inner habits, you stop trying to force success into your life. Instead, success flows to you as a natural consequence of being aligned with your true self and purpose. The real work, then, is internal. It's about cultivating a mindset that allows success to grow organically through habits of patience, gratitude, and resilience. Your internal state sets the tone for the life you experience. When you take the time to nurture your inner world, success becomes inevitable. It's not something you chase, but something you attract naturally as a reflection of the person you are becoming. Think of your life as a work of art, and your habits as the tools that carve and shape it. Just as water slowly, persistently carves through rock over time, shaping mountains and canyons, your habits, the small, seemingly insignificant actions you repeat day after day, are steadily molding the course of your life. These habits, often unnoticed in the moment, hold immense power. They are the silent architects of your destiny, quietly but consistently influencing the trajectory of your future. Many people believe that success comes from grand gestures, big breakthroughs, or singular moments of brilliance. But the truth is, the future is not shaped by sporadic bursts of effort or inspiration. It's sculpted by the small, consistent actions you take every day. Your habits form the foundation upon which all of your achievements, both great and small, are built. Whether it's waking up early to start the day with focus, dedicating time to learning new skills, or simply showing up even when it's hard, these small choices, repeated over time, accumulate into remarkable transformations. Just as water doesn't erode a rock in a single rush, but through continuous flow, your habits don't show immediate results. They require patience and persistence. The effect may be subtle at first, but over weeks, months, and years, they gradually shape the course of your life. This is why the smallest habit, when repeated consistently, can be far more powerful than any single heroic effort. Your daily actions become grooves in the fabric of your life. deepening with time, eventually determining the path you walk. Your habits also define the person you are becoming. They are not just actions. They are expressions of your character, values, and priorities. If your habits reflect discipline, commitment, and growth, you are steadily moving toward a future of success and fulfillment. On the other hand, if your habits are rooted in procrastination, negativity, or avoidance, you are slowly sculpting a future that will reflect those patterns as well. In this way, habits are not just routines, they are the building blocks of your future. Each small act, whether constructive or destructive, compounds over time, shaping your destiny in ways you may not immediately realize. By consciously choosing positive, life-affirming habits, you take control of your future. You become the sculptor of your own destiny, using the chisel of daily actions to carve out the life you truly desire. Ultimately, it's the small, consistent actions that lead to the greatest transformations. If you want to shape your future, look not to the big moments, but to the daily habits that build the foundation for those moments. Your destiny is not some distant, unattainable concept. It's being shaped here and now by the habits you choose to cultivate. Life, like a river, has its own natural flow. It moves through cycles of growth, rest, challenges, and breakthroughs. Often in our pursuit of success, we find ourselves resisting this flow, trying to force outcomes that aren't ready to unfold, or pushing ourselves through unnecessary resistance. This constant struggle, while seemingly motivated by a desire for progress, often leaves us drained, frustrated, and further away from the success we seek. The truth is, success isn't about fighting the current, it's about learning to flow with it. When you align yourself with the natural rhythm of life, you begin to understand that there are times for action and times for reflection, times to push forward and times to step back. The habit of forcing yourself to achieve, no matter the circumstance, can create tension and conflict, both within yourself and with the world around you. Success comes when you cultivate habits that allow you to move in harmony with life's natural currents, rather than constantly battling against them. Imagine a leaf floating down a river. When it flows with the current, it moves effortlessly, carried by the power of the water. But if it were to resist, to try to float upstream against the current, it would struggle, expend energy, and ultimately make little progress. In much the same way, when we insist on forcing outcomes or fighting against life's natural ebb and flow, we become like that leaf struggling against the current, exhausting ourselves without achieving meaningful results. To flow with life means cultivating habits of mindfulness, flexibility, and patience. It's about learning to recognize when resistance is a signal to step back and reassess, rather than a challenge to push harder. When you cultivate the habit of mindfulness, you become more attuned to the present moment and the natural direction of your life. You can sense when it's time to act decisively and when it's time to pause and let things unfold. This habit of tuning in to life's rhythms allows you to make decisions that feel right, rather than forcing things out of fear or impatience. Another key habit in flowing with life is flexibility. Life is dynamic, full of unexpected twists and turns, and success often requires us to adapt to these changes rather than rigidly sticking to a plan. By cultivating the habit of flexibility, you allow yourself to adjust to new circumstances without feeling like you're losing control. Instead of resisting the changes that come your way, you move with them, finding new opportunities within what initially seemed like obstacles. Patience is another crucial habit for flowing with life. Success doesn't always come in the timeline we expect or desire. There are seasons where growth is slow and progress feels stagnant, but these are often the times when the most important internal shifts are happening. When you cultivate the habit of patience, you trust that life's timing is working in your favor, even when the results aren't immediately visible. You stop forcing outcomes and allow success to come to you in its own time, knowing that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Flowing with life doesn't mean abandoning ambition or effort. It's not about passively waiting for things to happen. Instead, it's about aligning your efforts with the natural momentum of life, working with the current rather than against it. It's about recognizing when to act and when to step back, when to push forward and when to let go. When you cultivate habits that allow you to flow with life, you find that success comes more easily, more naturally, and with less struggle. In the end, true success is not about how hard you can push, but about how gracefully you can move with life. By flowing with the current rather than fighting against it, you'll find that you achieve your goals with greater ease, joy, and fulfillment. Life, when flowed with, becomes not a battlefield, but a dance, one where you and the universe move together in harmony, creating success as a natural outcome of your alignment with the world around you. In a world filled with distractions, constant notifications, and the pressure to multitask, the ability to be fully present has become a rare and invaluable skill. Yet presence, being completely engaged in the moment, is the foundation of mastery in any area of life. Whether in your work, relationships, or personal development, the habit of presence is what allows you to truly excel. It's in the present moment, and only in the present moment, that real change, growth, and progress can occur. When we talk about mastery,